What's going on, everybody? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
The Chronicles of 2000 Trees 2024.
My name's Olly. I play guitar in Negative Frame.
My name's Luke, and I play drums in Negative Frame.
I see you facing every day.
An absolute pleasure to have you guys. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, yeah.
First things first, how's your personal Friday treating you?
Wow, so we played yesterday on the Cave stage.
Yeah.
With Overpower and Grove Street. We had such a great time, man. So sick to be here. Like, we're stoked.
It's a good vibe.
Oh, it's such
very
a good
good
vibe.
vibe.
The sun was out. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, it was unreal. As we were not expecting the sun yesterday. That was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
where the
good.
fuck's that come from?
Oh,
Being
yeah.
Scottish, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But the Overpower boys said a lot of nice things about you. We had them earlier. So yeah, they bigged you up massively.
They're legends.
So
Such nice guys. Same with Grove Street. They're all such nice guys. And, like when we like play shows together, it feels like such a mates show or mates fest. And it's always just such a good vibe with them. And all of those kind of.
So many UK hardcore bands on this fest. Cauldron, Cruelty. Let's fucking go.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
yeah, I think that's the best thing about this festival. It's got quite a family feel to it, but it's such a mixture and an array of bands that are playing, so you can go and find a bit of everything.
Well, that's really cool. I really prefer lineups where there's a mix of different genres. Yeah. And I think hardcore all dayers are really sick, but also I think to draw in numbers, just doing a mix of genres, it really just brings up the numbers, but also it gives kids that don't listen to hardcore that come to the fest for whatever other genre and go, oh shit, I'll just check this out.
Yeah.
And then boom, you're listening to fucking Turnstile or some shit or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it grows. That's how the scene
Yeah,
grows.
it's incredible.
So
I mean, so you said you played yesterday. How was it?
very sick. Yeah, I think that's got to be the most people we've played to. So it's a surreal feeling. And playing outside, in an open air sort of thing, was very, very sick.
Really solid, having just a lot of space. We had a lot of space on the stage. Sound was amazing, and we felt really solid being up there, doing what we do. Because we bring a fun vibe to the hardness that we provide. So it's we're fun, but we bring those heavy parts, and people spin kicking at this rock fest. It's so sick. To see, it's amazing. So
That might be the greatest tagline for a band ever, by the way. Fun times to the hardness we bring. That is fucking great. That needs to go on a t-shirt.
My favourite way that someone described us was, you're like Motley Crue, but with beatdown. I was just and this guy was 40, so clearly he was a rock kind of era listener, music fan. But yeah, Motley Crue with beatdown. I heard that and was sick.
Yeah.
I've done my job. Let's go.
As a drummer in a band that's described like Motley Crue, don't get your dick out on social media.
Oh yeah. I can confirm that will not happen.
But compared to a Negative Frame show, for festivals, do you change your set list up accordingly? So it's let's just drop all the bangers if people aren't so familiar with us?
So we have 2 EPs out at the moment, our latest releases. Both have an intro. So we use 2 intros. We break up the set with another intro in the middle. But really, man, we have a set list that we've just been constructing over a while.
I mean, we like to change
transitions.
it up here and there, but mainly it's kind of the same sort of songs.
Same songs.
I mean, we're kind of writing at the moment. We're dropping a single quite soon. We've recorded it. We just need to sort of music video at the moment. We've got a whole plan of what we're doing.
Yeah. So we just announced a headline tour with Rust from Canada. That's for October in the UK. Stoked for it. We're gonna have our new song Bad Blood drop just before, and then it's time for our first album, which is a huge deal for us. We're excited for that.
So the aim is to record in November, late this year. And just right now it's writing season, so it's creative
writing.
hours, Just got to see what we can write.
Yeah.
So, as a podcast, we're ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the foundation and Sophie's story at all?
I've known about it for a while, but coming to light with more information about it is it's heartbreaking.
It is.
It's a really moving thing because it's a lot of people get into this sort of music to express themselves and feel like they can be themselves in a safe environment. So it's heartbreaking, man. Like, and this sort of music is such a community, and it's one of my favourite things about hardcore and metal. And yeah, man, it's devastating. Like,
it's amazing though, we can come to a fest like this, and you know, everyone's feeling so free and just like
absolutely
very safe.
Absolutely.
And it's like just like having a great time with people who are into music. You know, we're just here for a good time, and like
it's exactly that. Everyone's here just to listen to good music, like
yeah, man.
But is this something you guys have ever experienced, being treated differently, having stereotypes put against you because of the music you listen to, the way you dress, whatever it may be?
I mean, like me and Luke both grew up like in the fucking scene days when we were kids. I'd come to school like with a fucking scene fringe and all that, but I got away with it because I would fuck about a lot and make everyone laugh and like fuck around. So I got away with it. But man, yeah, you know, be yourself. You know, just do what you do, and you know,
absolutely.
But
do you think, like looking back, what happened to Sophie was 2007, and looking back from when you guys were kids, do you think it's got better, a bit easier for the alternative community now in 2024?
I totally think so, and that's really interesting because, I mean, you know, we're not kids anymore, like having all these like school little fussy shit, like, you know, we're grown up now, but I feel like the alternative community is like really bright at the moment, you know, and hardcore is just like on fire. And like everyone knows about it. It's like, what the fuck?
Knock Loose, Malevolence, just like Guilt Trip, just like bringing hardcore to like the metal scene, and it's fucking sick.
Yeah, man, it's unreal.
Absolutely. Before we let you guys get out of here, can we talk about Download?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Download. It's a big deal for us.
It was, you know? Like fair fucking play to you guys. Absolutely. I tip my hat to you guys.
It was a very big decision, and I think that hearing the response that we got when we announced that we like decided to pull out, it was such a like rewarding thing to know how many people it affected, and you know, most importantly, pushing the cause itself to raise awareness and to boycott Barclays from Download, and it did.
Yeah, it did work. And like there was how many bands was there? Like 5 or 6 that pulled out.
5 or 6, yeah.
Like Pest Control, us, Overpower, Speed, Scowl, Zulu. I think that's the.
Yeah. So it was Monday, right before the fest. We were heading off on Wednesday, and you know, it had been building up like that weekend. Like we were talking about it, and we had to do it, man. You know, we had to do it. We had just done a headline show for Palestine, and did a whole day fest.
Like, all day fest, and raised, like, us and like other bands raised £3,000.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. Which was a fantastic cause, and I always love playing shows like that because you know it's going somewhere.
It was that weekend it came to light how big a deal Barclays are. Like everyone going to this fest, every card transaction is like funding this bullshit and like funding a terrible thing. We can't be a part of that, you know. We had to do, even though we're a small band on this big bill, like
everyone makes a difference.
Everyone makes a difference, and thankfully, like we played a small part in Barclays being cut from this year, you know. But
and I think it opened a lot of eyes as well, because I'll be honest, I had no idea that Barclays were involved in all that stuff. So that opened my eyes to it. I was like, oh, okay, I did not know who
it's
this
like billions of
when
pounds.
Like Pest Control announced that they were like, they left the lineup, I was like, what? Like, you know, I was kind of in the dark about it, you know. It wasn't really, well, I didn't really hear about it until like that happened, and then we kind of got talking, and then just had to make the decision, and then and then all of a sudden, like on my like social media, everyone's like posting it and sharing it on like their stories and shit. And it just caught me off guard. So I'm just glad
had to be done,
even though it was very last minute, and you know it's hard.
It was
like,
really hard for us to pull out of like a huge fest.
Like people expecting to see us as well.
Yeah.
I mean, grant you, it probably wouldn't have been as much as like under like Speed or something. But you know, even still, like that was hard, but it was definitely the right decision.
Absolutely,
no doubt.
Fair play to you guys for standing by it. I respect the hell out of it.
Thank you.
Gents, thank you so much. It means the absolute world. Take time and spend chat with us today.
Had a great time.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Oh,
there we go.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
So much fun.